Hello everyone! Today I am talking to you out of our kitchen from our refugee project Dasein and Frausein. Some of you might live alone at the moment like me and we don't have to share our living space with anyone. Others live with family, friends or their partners of course, and that can lead to a lot of conflicts and arguments, especially now with the added stress of the coronavirus and the quarantine. There is a study from 2002 who researched the situation after the Hurricane Hugo in the Caribbean and in the southeast of USA. And it showed that after a year, the number of divorces rose significantly in comparison to other years. We could also read in China that there were like two months ago that there were a lot more divorce petitions than usually. This can be really depressing, and we might think, oh well, this corona crisis is going to break us all up. But, and this is a little hope that I want to give you today, the same study also shows that there were much more weddings and much more births a year after this hurricane. So it seems that some couple couldn't handle the added stress and they broke up, and other couple actually got stronger and bonded more. I read some different articles in the internet with tips and tricks how to avoid conflicts in the family now during the quarantine, or how to not argue that much as a couple. And I like to give you today 4 tips that I read and that I found really helpful. The first one is arrange a daily structure. Talk to each other in the family as a couple. Talk about your needs. What are you actually going to do now that you're home? Are you working or are you not working? Or do the children have school? Do the children have homework? And arrange a structure, arrange time slots when it says, okay, now is work, now is lunch break, it's work again, school, now it's free time. So you don't disturb each other and you don't have to remind each other all the time, and you don't have to argue about the things, because when the mother sits with her laptop on the kitchen table, usually she might not work because she works in the office, but now she's at home, she works and she doesn't like to be disturbed. This really helps. The second one is create a free space for yourself. Some people don't need that much space for themselves, and others really need it to relax, to calm down, time for themselves where they are just alone and don't have to talk to anyone. If you feel like, okay, I need this downtime, communicate it, talk to your significant other, talk to your family members and say, okay, I'm like mentally or maybe physically when you go for a walk, I'm on a break now for 30 minutes, for an hour. Please don't disturb me, don't take it personally, but I just need that right now. On the other hand, when your husband or when maybe your teenager son says, okay, I just need a break now, please don't disturb me, I'm taking a bath for like an hour with my headphones on, respect it. Don't be upset and just give him or her that space. The third is traditions or rituals. Find something to do together on a regular basis. Every day or every week. Maybe something that you've done a long time ago when you started dating or when the children were really little. Maybe some small thing that reminds you of the time back then that you really liked doing, but somehow you stopped maybe because, well, daily life is very busy. Or if you don't remember anything, invent something. Maybe do a board game together as a family, read stories to each other, invent stories to each other, watch a movie as a family, and not everyone is on the phone, just watch a movie together. The fourth point that I would like to share with you is see conflicts and arguments as an opportunity. Usually when we argue, sometimes it's about there is an issue that you need to discuss and you need to argue about it, but a lot of time it's just the other person just annoys you somehow. Maybe it's they chewing really loud, they always leave the toilet seat up, they don't clean up after themselves, and that gets frustrating, or other little things. Usually it's not actually that little things that annoys you, but it's more behind it. It's that you maybe don't feel heard or seen or understood, or you need something more or something less, and you've never really communicated it because it didn't seem important, but with time it just adds up, and like in a pressure cooker. So I am not going into a whole debate about how to fight, what is the best or the healthiest way to fight for a relationship, because that is a material for a whole other series. Just one or two things that are really important for me. One is argue or fight with respect, so that you still can look into the other person's eye in the next day. And the second one is use a lot of I messages. Talk about what certain situations make you feel, and don't accuse the other person of always do that, never do that. You are always like that. That usually doesn't lead nowhere. Say, well, this makes me feel, or I wish that the situation were like this and this. And this usually, in my experience, helps to keep an argument more calm and more productive. Sometimes an argument or a conflict really gets out of hand, maybe even on a regular basis. Sometimes there is violence. Someone gets hit, someone gets hurt really badly. If that happens to you, if you are in this situation, please get help. You are not alone in this. There are a lot of places you can call, you can look on the website. I will put all the information here. You can call the police if it's really urgent. There are some crisis hotlines, there are women's shelter, there is a victim support organization in every canton in Switzerland. Please contact these people, get the help you need. As I said, you are not alone in this. This is really important for me that you know that. Now, if you have more tips and tricks about how you stay away from conflicts now during the quarantine, or on a normal basis in your family life or as a couple, please share your tips with us below in the comments, and so we can all profit. Wherever you are blessed and you are a blessing.